What's up, dudes? Max here. Before we jump into it, I wanted to let you know about today's sponsor, which is the LG Ultra Gear OLED gaming monitor. I've had my own LG OLED TV for quite some time, and it was an incredible upgrade a few years ago, but now we finally get OLED gaming monitors. This one specifically is a 27-inch 16:9 flat screen, and is actually the first 240 Hz OLED gaming monitor with a 0.03 millisecond response time. Of course, with OLED, some of the most impressive parts of the visual clarity and black levels, and this one is no different, as the display is crafted with self-lit pixels that match true-to-life colors, with an anti-glare low-reflection screen and a super thin display thanks to recent OLED technology. The screen is also very bright for a monitor, and when it comes to gaming and everything of the like, those OLED pixels make every color pop. This is a monitor that's great for PC games as well as console games. Running at 1440p, I found myself playing PlayStation 5 and Xbox and everything that was on PC. And just to show you some of this Street Fighter footage, it looks incredible from every angle. Again, another huge shout out to LG for sending over this monitor and sponsoring the video. If you want to learn more about the 27-inch LG Ultra Gear OLED gaming monitor, you can go ahead and click the link in the description below. Just to preface this, we checked out, obviously we were watching Evo live, but I didn't get a chance to really go over and review some of the matches because I'm actually deeply fascinated by high-level Street Fighter 6, at least because at this point we're kind of doing my best to keep up with the game in some way, and naturally this is like a finals match that has Angry Bird in it again, right, playing Ken. And Ken is easily one of the best characters in the game. It's funny because Kakaru, who was using JP at the end of EVO Finals, got robbed twice from what I remembered. He got robbed from Tokido, literally robbed through like a crazy scramble situation, and then got kind of like robbed again in another matchup with, I think it was Chun-Li. Maybe it was another Ken? I can't remember. But there was definitely a couple of moments where Kakaru should have had it. It was Haitani, right? It was. Or no, Haitani was using Ken. That's right. He got robbed twice, where he was doing really good and then took the game. Granted, I think Ken actually wins this matchup. I think Ken does better against JP than, you know, most characters. I'm curious to see how this like boils down. Because at the end of this, it's like, oh yeah, Ken's the best character in the game. Oh god, he's obviously like super broken, top tier. You know, he's worse than, he's worse than Fox in Melee. But now it's like flipped again, where everyone is now putting the onus on JP, where it's like, oh no, JP's actually super amazing. People thought he was bad, but no, he's insanely good. And in the hands of really good players, he's almost friggin' unstoppable. Anyway, I'm curious to see how this rolls out, and how Kakaru eventually takes this, because we do know the result. I am just curious as like a Ken main and somebody that has to deal with relatively like kind of high level Street Fighter 6 to see what the hell the answers are, you know?
We saw the comeback that he pulled against Punk. Anything can happen. Here we go. Grand finals time with
I'll put myself down here.
Away from Angry Bird, and we set up this ranged game. Angry Bird's going to be looking for the drive rush to try and get in that Dragon Lash as well in the mid-range. Anything to get in on JP.
Interesting. I'm already seeing some stuff that Kakaru's doing that's different. He was trying to bait Angry Bird to use more drive gauge by whiffing parry, because whiff parry costs a lot of drive gauge.
Back to full screen as they fight it out here.
And we're already seeing a lot of activity from both ends. The big
damn.
for Angry Bird now.
Damn, this is sort of mid-range scrambly.
Comes out. Here comes the big damage. You could potentially eat a throw here, and that's exactly what he's looking for. Sweep to sweep. Both these players actually missing the punish against each other. Back
Jesus, this is playing at a ridiculous pace. Holy shit.
Now that seemed like a much more even round than the life gauges would indicate a huge life lead from Angry Bird in that first round, but it kind of felt like
I hate this situation as Ken so much. I think every character in this game hates this situation. Knock down full screen into like orb thing above your head. Oh, good.
In terms of approach, but these guys are swinging from the get-go. Expected as in round 2 as well. The counter is there.
Nice. Saw that a couple times at Evo. Step kick into light stand light kick. On counter hit actually works.
Angry Bird with the drive rush and the pressure puts him back in the corner. That is super meaty. Nice parry, but he does get caught low, and he goes straight into the level 3 to give him both the life lead and the drive gauge advantage. And of course,
Ken needs to be normalized. Don't worry, it'll happen in potentially a year. The devs said as much. You're not getting any changes. You're not getting any large balancing changes to any characters in the game until a year later. So it'll be, you'll already be playing Akuma, and you'll be complaining about Akuma way more, trust me.
But going right back into it. Let's go, let's go.
Oh, damn. That was a good counter hit confirm. Holy shit.
His counter hit conversions are by far and away the best out of any of the Kens I've seen out.
Oh, he makes it hurt. He absolutely makes it hurt. He makes sure if he's going to spend all that bar.
Almost whiff punished it.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, no doubt. I love the stoppage there, the counter pull from Kakaru. Also a big tool in this matchup to keep himself out of the corner as well.
This is such a guess to get out of this situation.
Now the spikes as well.
Nice patience from Angry Bird, and he pulls
That's what I do the same thing as Ken. I just throw fireballs at JP to make him like have to think about it a little bit.
Oh boy. Found success with
Ow, ow.
amnesia.
Ow, ow, ow.
The punish counter was there. Set up for the goon squad. What's the defensive
Oh
options for
no.
Hamburg?
Hey, that was really, wow. Is that a way out of that? Holy shit.
Luckily, it wasn't a punish counter though.
Yeah,
Doesn't even matter.
Doesn't matter. That was.
Is that a way out of that? Jump up back at the right time? Oh, wow.
That does give him the first game.
I'm kind of surprised.
1/3 of the work done on the way to 400k.
Already out to a great start from Kakaru.
There's the Dragon
The
Lash.
departure,
Good
yes,
parry.
wasn't a waste shot. Didn't need to overextend on defense. He was just going to hang out and parry. Angry Bird just ran out of time on that one. No whiff punish against the heavy king.
Oh.
That's going to be great for Angry Bird now. On the assault, off of the lights, drive rush forward. What happens? Kakaru,
Yeah,
the
he walks
micro
out
step backwards.
of the +1.
So significant. That micro step was everything.
And that's going to force Angry Bird to just go for the light string to try and catch him low, walking back.
My God, he's been so on point with these crouching medium punches. Also,
Yeah, Kakaru is doing a very good job of like screen space awareness. Like complete shutdown, you know?
Gets away without.
Even when Ken gets in, he's not able to get much done.
Oh, we talked about the conversion
Good.
of the driver standing medium kick, but it's still Kakaru.
Yeah, this tournament, the winner of this match gets $400,000, chat. This was $1 million tournament. Worth significantly more than what Evo was worth.
Parry on the Dragon Lash, and you're going all the way back across the screen. He's got level 3, but chooses not to use it yet.
Yeah, the prize pool was like $1 million. First place 400k, second place 200k. There you go.
Yeah, he's got enough bar now to. All right, that's
What are you going for here? Level 3?
It's not gonna be
Yeah?
enough, I don't think.
Okay.
I'm thinking to myself, perhaps
It might be close to burning out. If anything, you can hit him right after, because you're full screen after this, right? Oh, you're not.
I don't think it's gonna matter too much.
Oh, no. Oh, that was just Angry Bird messing up. That sucks.
It's unfortunate too. Like you're thinking about it, you know, if he could have gone into burnout a little bit earlier, but just even so, I think it was going to be checkmate regardless.
Yeah, it was very smart because clearly Angry Bird had to wake up Parry, right? There's no other
And they're just
option.
back into it already.
And Kakaru just let him do it and then put the projectiles out and chipped him out.
Here's the funny thing. I think JP's really good, but I don't think he needs to get specifically nerfed. I don't think he wins like every single matchup in this game. You know, I don't think so.
We've seen it happen.
And believe it or not, it's the same thing with Ken. Ken doesn't win every matchup. He has a lot of like pretty even matchups and several that are definitely in his favor, but he 100% loses some. I find it almost kind of funny that everyone is like talking about these characters and how good they are, and literally you have right behind them Luke eating pizza and stuffing his face with all these insane buttons and the best supers in the game. He's like, what? Huh? Me? I'm just Luke. Me? You know? Luke is getting away scot-fucking-free in the complainers department right now. It's crazy, man, because his combos are a little harder.
Nearly with another parry on the Dragon Lash. But definitely needs to try and change up his patterns. He's starting to become a bit predictable, and Kakaru is definitely taking advantage of it. But he has got
Just buff the lower tiers will be fine. Yeah, they will. Don't worry. You won't worry about any buffs or nerfs until a year from now. So you're gonna have to wait until like middle of 2024, at least. At least. You're gonna have to wait till Season 2 starts of Street Fighter 6 to actually see any adjustments made to these characters. And here's the thing, the game's kind of balanced. All things considered, for a vanilla version of a fighting game, I think they came to that conclusion because the game is kind of balanced.
Ooh. This is going to be a difficult situation because if Kakaru gets the hit,
Yeah, no, some characters are bad, but not nearly as historically bad as characters have been at the launch of other fighting games. Right? Oh, that does so much. Holy shit. On block? I'd argue that Street Fighter 6, in its competitive state as of right now, is probably the most balanced launch Capcom fighting game ever.
On both characters is very good, really.
Yeah, both got access to great side switch as well, should they wish.
Not doing anything out of it, I feel like.
Triple dash.
Jesus. And you know what? You know what allows that to happen? Good system mechanics.
Oh, man, how often has he done
Pretty
that?
much it. Core mechanics.
So often he didn't commit to a button on landing that time.
Okay. Get the level. Oh, it's too high off of the jungle. This
What was the most unbalanced at launch? Okay, whoa.
Rare miscalculation from Kakeru, whose conversions are normally so good.
That's a good question.
Still a great situation
A lot of them
for
really
him.
are.
He's got huge
Vanilla Street Fighter 4 was really bad.
burnout for a while. It doesn't
Jesus,
matter
dude.
because Kakeru goes too
Vanilla
much
SF4
up
was
now.
really bad. Vanilla Marvel 3 was also really bad.
I do want to see a reset happen just to kind of see these two titans play a couple more games. But man, if you're Angry Bird,
Which other ones do we
obviously, you
count?
wanna see
Do we go
now
back?
Kakeru is
Street Fighter
slowly
Girl,
starting to make adjustments.
Vanilla Street Fighter
And how
Cross
many
Tekken
times
was
has he
almost
carried that
embarrassing.
successfully?
Yeah, I think, you know, the success that Angry Bird had with that. as
Yeah,
a tool
SF3
to
doesn't
try
even really
and
count because
control
New
that
Generation
break
was
in the
bad.
mid-range from
Had
the
insanely
first
top tiers. There's no reason to play other characters.
Looking out for that Dragon Lash.
And that's the thing, like that's the comparative difference between balance, is that in a lot of those older games, there's no reason to play other characters, at least at high level. When push came to shove, you only saw these 2 or 3 characters in high level. That was it.
Competitive set from the two of them.
No, it's a valid point, right? You're starting to see a lot of that composure, and a lot of the decision making that Kakeru is doing is really.
There's not even a chance of other characters showing up.
He hasn't figured out what to do against the
Jesus,
bullet.
dude.
Kakeru is this active.
Yeah, the Dragon Lash is not the answer for him. That time it whiffed, and Kakeru gladly took the punish counter and closed out the set without having to spend any of those super bar resources. So he's just sitting there pretty on 2.5 bars. Angry Bird fight for his life. Another punish counter is going to get thrown back into the corner, and the portal comes out. And another Dragon Lash.
God
is
damn.
carried, and he's in burnout as well. This is a horrible situation.
God damn.
Into the level 2. What's the mix?
I feel like Kakeru has perfect parried Dragon Lash like 8 out of 10 times. Perfect parried it.
For Angry Bird, but luckily he moved out just in case.
And that's the thing that I have also noticed at Ken at higher levels. He's kind of parryable, especially for the shit that is like good with him, which is really heavy meaty buttons on wake up. That's perfect parry bait. And Dragon Lash, I get perfect parried against a lot. Running overhead, I get parried against a lot. This is interesting, though. Oh my god, he just screwed up.
You have got to be kidding.
Bro, that whole interaction was mad. Kakeru miscalculated the amount of drive gauge he would take.
Kakeru performs 32 perfect parries in this set. I wonder, I mean, that's definitely a Kakeru thing right now, but I wonder if it's a Ken predictability thing, too.
But still, either way, Kakeru looking at reset point. Departure here, maybe close the gap. No, he wants to set.
It makes you realize why perfect parry has damage scaling, you know? Jesus.
For the parry, and again he's ready for the Dragon Lash. Just missing that 2-frame perfect parry window. A beautiful.
A lot of them are projectiles, though. Those are the hardest to perfect parry because you have 3 speeds or 4 speeds of projectiles. The timing changes, you know.
The drive rushes. He's starting to see the pattern from Angry Bird, getting a little antsy with the drive gauge. How many Dragon Lashes?
Dude, all right. Dragon Lash is getting perfect parried every single time.
It is.
Every single time.
See a reset grand finals, and what a statement! A perfect KO, a perfect parry,
God damn.
Turnaround from Kakeru. 3-1 is the score, and we're gonna get a reset.
Okay, let's see. I want to see the next. I'm ready for more. God damn.
Through the ghost or beat the shard and get in But what we haven't seen is hardly any drive rushes from Angry Bird. He's just been only going with the Dragon Lash, and that means Kakarot hasn't had to put out that crouch and medium punch.
I feel like it's the contrary. Like initially in games 1 and 2, Angry Bird did majority of his offensive situation.
What I like is that like the purely defined like absolute best characters in the game. I don't know if it's been solved yet, right? And I feel like we haven't even gone through the Luke era yet. We're on this like Ken is super OP era right now, and JP is super OP era right now. Well, for a while it was Cammy and Jury. Early on it was Cammy and Jury. And we haven't even gone through the Luke era yet, you know, or the Guile era yet. And those are characters that 100% can absolutely hold the potential to do that shit. And here's another one that I think is going to sneak up on everybody. I think Chun-Li is going to sneak up on everybody. I really do. I think Chun is going to sneak up. I don't know about DJ. I don't know about DJ. Zangief era win doesn't exist. Your Zangief era was launch vanilla Street Fighter 4. That was about it.
But this is looking fantastic for Kakarot right now, close to level 3.
I feel like there's going to be eras for certain characters in this game. And why is it not completely dominated like immediately by like one character the whole time? Again, powerful system mechanics. Some system mechanics will benefit core characters better in ways than others, you know? Damn, perfect parry again on light fireball.
Needs to learn how to shut that down, but again, he has to get past right here. Yeah, the canes that have been stopping him.
DJ's a problem. Oh, don't worry, I know, man. I've played Master Rank plenty. I fucking know. I think Ken just does okay against DJ. It's like an even match.
Perhaps. Yes, we are. Oh, hey, that's fine.
Big damage. Oh no! That wasn't. This is nerves kicking in right here.
No level 2 to close it out, but he's gonna go into this final round with
Lily is the one. Like Lily and Geef are the two characters that almost every single person will agree on are like, okay, these characters are tough to use. And that happens. For sure, that happens. Are they absolutely fuck awful, though? No, they have enough gimmicks in their toolkit to get shit done against the majority of the roster. You know? Against the majority of the roster. Pro players are shifting away from Manon as well. I've seen that, yeah.
A little bit antsy before the corners there.
I mean, we saw Kakarot in an earlier set just get opened up repeatedly by jab into short, into stand jab against Mena. He's so stubborn on defense, and I think he definitely
tried to jump out. Oh my god damn. These are some great matches, man. Holy shit.
Here off this level 3 is going to put him at a huge advantage, but Angry Bird's got a lot of drive gauge to work with. Nice parry. He's going to get a lot of drive gauge back. He gets out here, though. Beautiful delay.
Marissa era, that already happened, right? Marissa won some big ass major. That already technically happened. It was short.
And it's so significant too. It's double digits on startup, right? That standing heavy kick is 12 frames, so you're getting extra.
Yeah, the Red Bull Kumite was when like, oh, is Marissa the best character in the game?
It's a really good tool as well, right? Because they use it as a meaty into the target combo after the portal setup.
Yeah, I would be worried about Akuma. I'd be legit worried because the most alleviating thing about Akuma will be the fact that there will be a balance patch within a few months after he comes out. Because every single game Akuma comes out in, he's fucking god tier. At least in the modern Capcom era. Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 4, even Marvel 3, and Street Fighter 5. He's god tier. Super fucking good. Maybe not at and Tekken, Jesus. Maybe the least one is definitely the least one is definitely Marvel 3, but he was also god tier in Street Fighter Cross Tekken when that came out too. He was amazing. Oof. Jesus Christ. Why is that his damage or something? You gotta understand, characters' natural toolkits will always usually just be good. Right? So the majority of games they're in, they're usually pretty good. Akuma is that character where what he usually has in every single game establishes what makes him good for the most part.
The jump in is there to punish the fireball. He gets to spend a little bit more as well.
Oh, we'll 100% do a history on Akuma, another Akuma legacy before he comes out. God damn, dude.
Since we saw him drop the level 3 in the first set,
Kakeru's crazy.
Right.
We're not counting any chickens, and there's a lot of chickens to count at the end of this set, let me tell you. Here we go, set game for Kakeru, looking to become the Gamers 8 Street Fighter 6 champion out of loser's sight.
Really good drive impact.
From Angry Bird, and we're going to be going towards
Still see him at the highest level, right? Legit amazing mechanic.
Again, counter hitting him, but the perfect parry is going to give Kakeru the stage again. EX portal.
The defensive options on the wake up 2 have been giving Angry Bird a very, very hard time. He's not been able to predict correctly what it is that Kakeru wants to do, whether it's a perfect parry or the amnesia, movement.
Very
nice backdash.
Held parry that Angry Bird didn't do anything because he didn't get counter hit after these prolonged parries quite frequently.
That was probably a safe jump setup too.
I gotta say, man, him committing to the target combo for the frame trap was brilliant. Let's get the
He's gonna go for full damage? Yep.
Set up again. Has to hold that.
Oh, and the parry was baited out.
Pressure is so good. So good.
And it's looking to be a clean sweep in this grand finals. I cannot believe this turn of events.
Not like this. All of the fantasy brackets, let's see it. Who had Kakeru as taking it down as champ? It's not quite over yet.
You know what this is? You know what this is great, right? Even watching the person that was like last considered to be like the best at the game winning the biggest tournament.
Oh, I don't know what that was. We let it rock here? Okay, I guess so.
That's right. It's inevitable something.
Is that this game isn't figured out yet, right? We're over 2 months into Street Fighter 6. The game is not figured out yet. Not completely. We know which characters are good, but what is definitively, like, absolutely who is the best, are they playing the best, what is the best, can be suddenly altered by somebody using system mechanics in a different way. Kakeru here using parries in the way that he is against Ken is pretty much changing everything. And on top of that, it's like everything else, right? The crazy spacing. Jesus Christ, dude. It's cool, right? It's dope. It's dope to have a game that most fighting games nowadays, because so many people are playing them, are really figured out in the first month. Like, hard. And I don't feel like the Street Fighter 6, we obviously have a good understanding of how most characters are, but there isn't a definitive, this character's just dominating everything, this character's just dominating everything. That's it, right? God damn, man. I think this is exciting. I think competitive Street Fighter 6 is in a really good state right now. Some characters are clearly suffering a bit, and it's the ones that everyone agrees on, which is obviously Lily and Geef. But to see, like, huge shifting turnarounds from within a month, like Blanca is the best character in the game, to, oh god, Marissa is insane because of her damage, she's the best character in the game. Now Ken is clearly, obviously one of the best characters in the game, he really is now. To flip it around again where, oh yeah, JP was always good, y'all were sleeping on him the whole, it's so wild how much this shit has, like, jumped from moment to moment. And again, we still haven't technically gotten the Luke or the Guile, like the eras of those characters yet. We still haven't gotten all of those moments throughout all of it.